And I guess I need to...
The title should have been changed already.
I meant not on that. On a...
Oh.
Yeah, it's already changed. I meant on...
Oh, there I am. I got kobolds in my... Wow, my face is like really close. Need to back up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to fit you in. I can only work with what you get me.
I gotcha. All right.
And you are red.
Yeah, you can take that down in the chroma key.
Where is Espo Discord? There you are. Whoa.
No, I'm close again.
Wait till you see what I just did.
Oh, wow. I am on fire.
I'm just playing.
Wow. I am on fire.
How about I do that? Remove color correction. Oh, there we go. Now make you're black and white now.
Oh, jeez.
Twang.
Oh, sorry. Getting it. I'm further away from my camera, so I had to change it.
Yeah, all the things you got to figure out how to do when you start playing with chroma key. Oh well, we're gonna have to go with that because I just don't have enough time to mess with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it still looks cool. I think it looks awesome.
Yeah, I need to get me some.
Well, if I had a better webcam, it would look a lot better, I think.
Okay, we got that. There's a Moobot. Is that your dude?
No, is it still in there?
Yeah.
I had it in there because I was going to stream. I guess you fixed Jeeves though.
I did. Well, the reason
Italian Pirate 11. Okay.
The reason Jeeves wasn't working is I usually close Jeeves when I finish.
I got you.
So I had Jeeves on timeout.
Jeeves was in timeout.
Yes,
right.
Yes, he was. Okay, I'm ready. I think I got everything. We have no audio because the cable I this is the second cable I purchased. Did not solve my problem. However, there's also actually a few things that are going to be happening. One, I'm going to be getting a different machine to replace that machine. So I'm just going to wait until that machine comes in before I do anything else further. And we'll figure all that out from there. The other option I have is I can play it locally. And you just won't hear it.
Okay, which isn't unusual. I'm all right with that.
In fact, it should be playing right now. If I have the volume all the way up, which I don't. There we go. Ah, yes. Okay, We are ready for that.
Definitely.
Oh. And I think we're good to go. You ready?
Yeah, definitely.
You're listening to Legend of the Innkeeper, the Hearthstone podcast for casual players.
Ah, you're new here. Pull up a chair by the hearth.
Welcome to Legend of the Innkeeper. I'm Vastidius.
And I am Espo.
Greetings and salutations and welcome back and all that good stuff.
Yes. It's been a week, dude.
Yeah, it has. It's been a odd week, I guess you would say. We've had some strange weather here in Texas. Actually snowed today.
Yeah. Whoa, hey, okay.
Yeah, you don't hear that very often, right? But when I say snowed, these things fell from the sky to be cast off into the wind and not stick to anything. So I don't know if most people would qualify it as snowing because it did not stick, but it was still snowing. It's fun, something different, and it's been a busy week, pretty much. We've had our weather go up and down, up and down. It was really cold, and it got warmed up a little bit. Now it's getting cold again. We're gonna be cold for the next couple of days, and you know what that means is that you get to stay inside and play Hearthstone.
Same.
Which I've been doing. I have actually been playing Hearthstone. Been doing quite a few matches this week, a lot of different varieties. And then on Wednesday, I remembered, what class are we doing this week? Oh, yeah, Hunter. Maybe I should play some Hunter. So I was a little distracted with other things. I've been really pushing hard to try and actually win a few more of the battles. Totally. The dungeon runs, yes.
I was going to say, dungeon run?
I'm like, I did the tavern brawl too, so I've got all these things in my head. But yeah, the dungeon runs. I'm
right,
so
man.
close.
Yeah.
I'm so close to winning
know
many
what you meant.
times. And this week I actually focused a little bit on Druid. Tried to get the Druid one done, and then I would get to the last boss and just flounder. I mean, just absolutely get overwhelmed. So I switched over to Mage, did him a few times. Did not do well there either, but I'm going to get one. I'm going to get one on my own here pretty soon. So, working on it. It's a lot of fun. You get some crazy combinations with those picks that you get. And I definitely have some favorites that I prefer, when you get the options to choose between the variety of options. And yeah, there's a few of them I'm like, yeah, I like that.
What was your favorite this past week?
With the Druid, I think it was the battle cries going twice.
Okay.
I like the double health. Those are some of the more common ones that get offered.
Gotcha.
Most cases, like for example, +3 spell power doesn't really work well for some of the options I had, especially because I was very minion heavy.
Yeah.
So not a lot of spells to help out there, but yeah, for the most part, it's been pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty much been my week with it. What about you? Have you explored any of the catacombs?
No, I have not, but I explored a lot of OBS. I explored a lot of the green screen. I explored a lot of the streaming.
Yes, you have.
Dude, yeah, fun stuff, man. I think it was Saturday. I spent, what was it? We had Friday off because we had some serious weather over here in North Carolina. We had a lot of freezing temperatures during the day, during the night. Not a lot of snow, but we got enough, to shut down the part of our state that we're in. So I was like, you know what? This is a great time for me to take advantage of the fast internet and just get streaming. So I went to the store and spent about $4
Hmm.
on poster board, bought some green poster board, and hung it from my ceiling behind me. And now I've got a green screen. And, it's on the cheap. My webcam's cheap. My green screen is cheap. So, I mean, not awesome. You get a little bit of noise. You get a little bit of, distortion around my body. But you know what? It's still cool, though, right?
That's right.
I mean, it's all right. No big deal. I'm enjoying it. I think it's pretty cool. I put a background on there when I was hanging out with Reds, and I was like, dude, I'm streaming from Korea right next to you. And you see my background. It's looking out one of the windows, and I'm sorry, it was actually looking out from the top of, I think, a mountain that he was hiking on. But anyway, he definitely recognized his photo. He's like, I took that photo. I was like, so
Cool.
good stuff, though. I mean, I had a blast. My goal for this month, and when you stream, you don't want to just sit there and just flounder with what to do. So I made the goal of every time I stream, I want to win 5 games, right, towards my golden priest.
Yep.
And I did it. I actually went 5-0.
Cool.
What was it, Monday afternoon, I think? And I am currently at 416 wins.
Wow.
On my priest. I'm plowing, dude. I am no, I'm not rank 17. What? That's in wild. Rank 13. Okay, there we go. Rank 13. I was like, I know I did better than that. So the funny thing is, I just realized I did this last month. I got to rank 8 or 9 in wild. This month, I'm laddering in standard, and I don't know how I did that, I guess. So I think last month I was in wild the whole time with a standard priest deck. No, well, it happens. Whatever. So, yeah, anyway, I am rank 13, 2 stars, ready to get to 10 before it's halfway through the month. That way, I have half a month to get down to 5. But yeah, my goal is to stream at least once a week for a couple hours and get 5 wins on my priest, or try to get 5 wins on my priest during the stream, and the other days try to just get 5 wins in general.
Okay.
On the ladder, I guess, or just, I mean, I'm always on a ladder, so getting 5 wins a day, and we'll see if we can get to rank 5 instead of rank 8 this month.
Well, good job.
See what happens. But yeah, doing awesome, dude. Oh, I crafted. Oh my goodness, why can't I think right now? I crafted the legendary rogue weapon.
Oh, okay.
Kingsbane, right? Is that what it's called? Kingsbane? Why can't I think of it right now? Legendary rogue weapon, and it's awesome, dude. I am having so much fun with it. Like, it's a riot. Kingsbane, yeah. Death Rattle, shuffle this into your deck. It keeps all enhanced enchantments.
Yeah, that is an awesome weapon.
Dude, it's so much fun. And I tell you what made me craft it. I crafted it yesterday, and the brawl made me craft it.
Oh, that makes sense.
I was like, I'm gonna play Kingsbane, and the little guy, Cavern Shiny Finder is his name, and he draws a weapon from your deck. I think he's like a 2-cost 2/1. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's him.
I'm quoting
and oh yeah, I don't want to give out any misinformation, but so he has a battle cry, and I think I want to say I ran Shadow Step, him, maybe Novice Engineer. I think I ran 10 or 12 cards because, and we'll talk about the brawl a little bit later. But yeah, crafted Kingsbane and had a lot of fun with that in the games that I played, but mainly Priest and Hunter, dude. Hunter, I played all of the decks that I made. Spell Hunter, Beast Hunter, Face Hunter. So all kinds of fun this past week.
Oh, cool. Well, this week there hasn't been a whole lot of news. Just a little tidbit came out in the news was Ben Brode has been talking a little bit more, and it said that they've been reading discussions about balance and that they have an update coming next month, which includes some cool events. And this is when any balance changes would happen. And we'll be sure to announce any changes as the patch gets closer. See you at the HCT World Championship next week.
I do like what he said about cool events. Like what's going on there? What are we cool eventing? Events are cool.
Yep.
Anyway, so
well, speaking of the
say they're really cool events then.
HCT Championship, when they do this, they have this thing called Choose Your Champion. And that went active today. Right. If you haven't done that, it's highly recommended that you do that. Go to Blizzard's page, playhearthstone.com, and on there you'll be able to have the option to choose from all the champions that are playing in the tournament and pick your favorite, Kalento. And when you pick your favorite, you have an possibility of winning up to 6 packs for free, depending on how far they go in the championship. So
cool.
Go make sure you go do that because it's a very short window. I think it's next weekend when you when that ends. Your options of choice. It's voting closes on January 16th, so you have 5 days to go do this.
I ended up with 4 packs last time we did this.
Yeah, there's quite a few names you'll recognize in there. You know, Ant, Purple, Kalento, Muzzy, Orange, Frozen, Omega Zero. I mean, there's a lot of names and they're real familiar with a lot of people. So I think you'll enjoy the tournament. And the tournament takes place on January 18th through the 21st. So we'll see that coming here. And at the same time, you may have seen, if you're a Twitch Prime member, that you get 2 free Kobold packs. They're now available to Prime members. So it's the latest rewards from January 10th through February 10th. By being a Prime member, you get this benefit, and it's real simple. Log into Twitch, go click on your icon at the top of the screen to the right of your login if you're already logged in, and then you just claim your packs, and you get the 2 packs when you log into the game next. So,
what was weird about this was I logged into the game. It says 2 packs have been added to your account from outside the game.
That's different.
And then 2 days later, I log in, or a day later maybe, I log into Twitch, and it says claim your prize.
Mm-hmm.
So when I claimed my prize, I didn't get my 2 packs. So I guess I got the packs before I claimed my prize.
Nope.
So I don't know.
Saying no. Yeah. Do you remember that they recently had a situation where they were giving us 2 packs?
I got those.
Yeah. Okay. So that wasn't the 2 packs that you were thinking of?
No, I got those early on. So we got those beginning of January. I think we got those last week. So I got those, and those weren't prizes in the Battle.net app or gifts. Those weren't gifts. They were just given to us. Or were they gifts? They might have been. I don't know. But either way, Twitch did it weird this time, where I got my packs in game before I claimed them.
Well, you know what? When I went to the Twitch page, it seemed like it was already. It's like you may have, if you've already done it once and you've already associated your Prime account with your Twitch account, it may already just move it forward. You may not have to actually go claim it.
Yeah, because for me, this is the second time I've gotten packs from Twitch Prime.
Yep.
So they may have already said, hey, because I think, no, it's actually in the Battle.net account where it says, do you want to add these to your Americas, EU?
Mm-hmm. But I didn't have to do that this time.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. So maybe it does remember?
Yeah, maybe? I think when you associated your Prime with your Battle.net, that's when that happened. So.
Yeah.
Because in Twitch, you can manage that. There's an option in Twitch to go manage your associated accounts, including Battle.net.
Okay.
Yeah, because Squishy Dragon has 2 accounts. One of them was her Battle.net she uses for that she had signed up for Twitch Prime temporarily to get a whole bunch of Overwatch packs a while back, and then of course canceled it after the trial period. And then she has her other account that she uses for playing. And when she went into Twitch, it wasn't associated with that one. And she's like, why isn't this working? It should show up and blah, blah, blah. And then we had to go in and log out of the other one on Twitch and log into her new one. It was confusing. So if you have multiple Twitch accounts, you can confuse yourself too, because I do as well. Because I have my LOTI Twitch account, which we use for streaming. And then I have my personal Fastidious Twitch account, which I use for streaming. And if I log out back in between playing and streaming, it gets real confusing real quick. So make sure you're logged into your right account that's associated with your Prime account so that you can get the goods and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
We have too many accounts these days.
Right? It's insane.
The only other thing I was going to mention is there was a kind of a note and a reminder that there was a little discussion. Remember the arena cards that they talked about at BlizzCon that we actually got the crowd got to pick that were going to be included in the arena? Well, it hadn't happened yet, but that's okay. They do say it's coming in a few months.
All right.
And so it's going to be some crazy stuff because over on Hearthstone, they have a listing of what those cards were again as a reminder. And looking through those cards again, this is going to be crazy when these things hit. I mean, give a minion stealth until your next turn, draw a card for 1. Give a friendly minion to your opponent, draw 3 cards. Return a friendly minion to your hand and give it +5/+5. That'll be crazy for Druid. Transform each card in your hand into a random demon. And when your second minion dies in a turn, revive it. So there's going to be lots of crazy stuff coming from that. I think it's going to be fun. So we'll see that here soon. Okay, other than that, that's about it for the news. We did have a new Tavern Brawl this week. Not new, but...
Well, yeah, this Tavern Brawl was... I don't think we've had this before, have we? Or did we?
I can confirm in just a moment, but keep going.
Okay, well, anyway, Shadow Reflections. So, this is a really, really interesting brawl.
It's brand new.
It is. That's what I thought. It's brand new, and you're using the hero power that comes from the Rogue DK. And you have the option to build a deck of any size up to 30 cards. Then it adds 30 more cards that are all Shadow Reflections, which cost no mana until you play a card. Then all the Shadow Reflections in your hand become that card.
Correction.
Until the end of the turn.
Correction. It doesn't add 30 Shadow Reflections to your hand. It fills out the rest of your deck with Shadow Reflections. So if you added 29 cards to your deck, you'll have only 1 Shadow Reflection.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you add 10 cards, you'll have 20 Shadow Reflections. There's a maximum of 30 cards in your deck.
That's weird, because I built a 30-card deck and I had Shadow Reflections in it.
Really?
But I could be wrong. I thought I pasted a deck. I don't know. I'll have to look into that, because I could have swore I used my priest deck, because I wanted to just play my priest deck to see if that would work. And I don't know. I'll have to look at it and see. But a lot of fun. It's really interesting, the combinations that I saw when playing. I saw a lot of OTK Priest with Inner Fire, I believe it is, where you take your health and change it into attack. I saw, and of course, they were running, Radiant Elemental and Power Word Shield. So to play the Radiant Elemental, play the Power Word Shield. All the Shadow Reflections in your hand become copies of that Power Word Shield. In Power Word Shield, it is add 2 health to a minion, draw a card.
Right.
So you add 2 health to a minion, you draw a card. Well, it's a 1-cost spell. So Radiant Elemental makes it cost 0.
Wow.
So you're just cycling through until you get that health up above 30, and then you just play your Inner Fire, and it because Inner Fire cost 1, switches that health to attack, and then you just go face. I also saw a lot of, I think it's Flame Waker, which is the card that when you cast a spell, he does 2 little pings of damage randomly to enemies.
Yep.
I saw a was it the Arcane Missiles in that deck? Let me see, some Jade stuff, Jade Druid, and a few other Paladin cards that really didn't work. They just kept putting 1/1s on the board till they filled up their board. And I wasn't playing minions with one of my decks, so they couldn't kill off their 1/1s, and they weren't buffing them. So every turn they would just hit me for 7, and I would heal a bunch, and it was weird. Like, I didn't understand. I was waiting. Maybe they didn't draw the cards they wanted, but a bunch of times that's what I played against. And I don't know what they were. I guess they weren't drawing into the buff cards that they wanted, or their buff cards were actually minions, and they filled up their board with 1/1s, and they couldn't play their minion. I'm not sure what I mean, it's only day 2 of the Brawl, or day 1, really. I mean, it's only been out for probably 30 hours. So we're still not seeing everything that everyone's, all the ideas yet. I'm sure most people have figured it out, but there's probably some ideas hidden in there. Really cool Brawl, though. Not necessarily new player friendly, but, as a new player, you might have a few cards that you want to throw in here and copy them with shadow reflections and then have fun. So, interesting Brawl. Definitely an interesting Brawl.
There are a few decks out on Hearthstone's database. So you can go to Hearthstone and go to the thread for this Brawl, and they have a way you can click on to go see the decks that are built around this Brawl. And
gotcha.
There are some free ones out there. There are free cards that you can use towards this.
Yeah.
And doesn't cost you any dust to create. And other options, but there are cards you would have to craft if you need to.
Yeah.
Like this one deck I looked at is Easy Aggro Druid, and it's 680 costs to craft it, if you needed to craft it. Total. So, and it has 12 cards in it. Enchanted Raven, Mark of the Lotus, Druid of the Swarm, Mark of Yasharj, Power of the Wild, Savage Roar, Snow Flipper Penguin, and Firefly. So a bunch
I did play against that deck.
Cheap minions that you buff up.
A little token Druid action.
Yeah, that type of thing. So,
gotcha.
Cool. Yeah, I played one round, and my deck did not quite work well. I was not drawing my triggers that I wanted to get out, but I had enough stuff on the board that my opponent gave up and quit on me and gave me a pack. So I moved on and went back to dungeon runs.
Yeah, I hope you get your card back, dude.
Why wouldn't I? My dungeon runs? I mean, I'll get it eventually. It may take me a year, but I may get it.
There you go.
But actually, I'm going to go visit my dad here starting Saturday through Wednesday, and I'm only taking my iPad with the intention to get some serious Hearthstone in.
There you go. No PUBG?
I don't have a laptop that'll run it. So,
I was going to say, what? That's funny.
So at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, I need to put some time into getting me some dungeon runs finished. So it'll be a good time for me to focus.
Definitely. Good luck, dude.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Stuff.
Okay, well, let's look at some Hunter cards. This week it's Hunter. We have a few of those to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, we're going to go into a Flanking Strike. 4-mana spell, deal 3 damage to a minion, summon a 3/3 wolf. Wolf.
I love this.
I do too.
I have no problems with this. When I draw into it, I always have a target. And getting a 3/3 beast on the board is never a bad thing.
Right.
Spell Hunter scared me at first because I was like, what? I won't have that many minions. Dude. Not only is my hand full at all times, but I'm always having minions on the board.
Right.
It's amazing. And this card helps with that. You're removing and you're throwing a beast. A 3/3 beast and you're doing 3 damage. The only reason you're not seeing this card more is because it's 3 damage to a minion. If it was anywhere, it would be broken.
Yeah, definitely. I like this card a lot. This has been a lot of fun in combination with another card that I'll talk about in a minute too. But I mean, it's wolves for days.
Wolves, this expansion, right?
Yes, absolutely.
At least for Hunter.
Right. And they're not 1/1 wolves. They're 3/3 wolves, which is even more fun to have that. So yeah, it's been handy. You know, the 3/3 wolf is more resilient than you would expect because of its 3 health. And its damage, it does 3 damage, so you've got this pretty good punch in the face. I mean, that's a 1%. Is that right? 1% of his health every time you smack him in the face. I mean, it really adds up. Not 10%, right? Yeah, 10%. I'm trying to do math. Ugh.
Oh, the math.
Yeah, so I like this card a lot. It's a lot of fun. Next one we have is the Cave Hydra. 3 mana, 2/4 beast. And his text also damages the minions next to whomever this attacks.
I think I said early on that I was going to like this, and I did not let myself down.
Not at all.
I like this a lot. Like, it's just, you know, on turn 3, if I play this, and then turn 4, Houndmaster. Wow.
Right.
It does work.
Absolutely.
Like a 4/6 on turn 4, and with a dude beside it that's a 4/3. Yeah. Also damages the minion next to whom. I mean, it has to attack to do the damage, but still, I mean, yeah, like this is fun, man. I enjoy this card a lot. I played it in my Beast Hunter, and later on we'll talk about a card that brings minions out or recruits them from your deck. And when I get this recruited for free with her Death Rattle or with her Battle Cry, I never complain. Usually you'd be like, oh man, I pulled a 3-cost card. Really? Oh no, this guy. Yeah. He's not amazing, but I mean, he's still, he's good stuff. I enjoy it.
I tend to hold on to him longer than I probably should. And it's mostly because I'm waiting for my buffs in my hand so that I can buff them up. And then also the mana to be able to do the buffs. So I tend to do that. And I think I need to get him on the board more often and more frequently than I usually do. So,
well, with minions like that, or minions like this guy, you get him on the board and then they have to deal with it, especially when playing against Hunter. You're like, oh man, I got to get rid of this guy because he could very easily wipe my board of 5/3 minions. He could very easily be buffed next turn. It's that they have to get rid of him.
Yep.
And at 4 health, that could be difficult. Now, granted, the 2 attack does hurt him a little bit. And that's another reason why you're not seeing him a lot, because he does have a little attack. But he can be buffed and very easily in Hunter.
Right. Well, he's definitely a good card. I like him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, next we have Candle Shot, a 1 mana, 1/3 weapon, immune while attacking.
So originally, I was like, why would you put this in your deck? Why would you play it? I think if we would go back and look at the episode where this was talked about, I was down in it. Dude, I like this card.
Yeah.
I actually like it a lot. I didn't think it would happen, but I saw pirates in Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And this triggers pirates. Because
Yep.
you know, a lot of your pirates can gain charge, or not a lot, but a couple pirates can gain charge.
And one of your pirates gives you +2 to your weapon.
It sees play, man. And then immune while attacking in the mirror match when they play that alley cat. Just stab it with your weapon or shoot it with your weapon, you know, and you're not getting hurt because you're immune.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's It's cool. I take back what I said. I said, why would they play this? But dude, I play it. I think I actually have a deck that has 2 of them in it. So yeah.
Yeah, I had a player play with this against me, and he did work with it. It wasn't a whole lot of damage, but it was killing off my board, especially early on in the game, and he was doing it without any damage to himself. So it was quite effective, and I was quite impressed with it.
It's nice when you're going up against another hunter and they have explosive trap, and you go face, and then you don't get hurt because you're immune while you're attacking.
Yep.
Pretty cool stuff.
Okay. Next up, we have the Wandering Monster. This is a 2-mana secret. When an enemy attacks your hero, summon a 3-cost minion as the new target.
Yeah, right. This is legit. I definitely play this. I play this in my Spell Hunter, and I really enjoy it. No problems at all.
I mean, we've seen this same idea with the Paladin card, secret, and very similar. And except this guy's much more powerful. I mean, a 3-cost minion could get you something really good.
Yeah,
it can be all kinds of options. So yeah,
I haven't had any negative effects from it, but I haven't played it a ton. I bet I've played this card maybe 24 times, and every time it's been a positive minion that is at least, not hurt me. May not have hurt my opponent either, but, at least it didn't have a negative effect on me. Yeah, and it's a secret.
That's right. One other thing that benefits this card is that it leaves your opponent guessing because they're not sure what secret you have, especially considering how many secrets are now available to Hunter. So now you got this option that you throw this out there and you're like, oh, I bet this is going to be explosive trap or it's going to be a freezing trap. And you're like, what? Wait a second. Wandering Monster.
What? Get down.
Who plays that card?
Who plays Get Down in Hunter?
Right?
This is the advanced version of Get Down.
Right.
So Get Down is the Paladin secret that when you attack, he pops out and he says, "Get down." I think he's a 2-attack 1 health minion.
Yes.
Yeah, he's Get Down.
Okay, next we have this. I keep calling it the Sleeping Oozling. The Seeping Oozling, a 6-mana 5/4 minion. Battlecry, gain the death rattle of a random minion in your deck.
Yeah. I put this in a death rattle hunter.
Gee, I'm not surprised.
Well, and it kind of worked. But I tell you what would work is if you ran just like Savannah Highmanes and Katharina Winterwisp.
Very limited options.
Right? Yeah. And so, it either dies and puts two beasts on the board, or it dies and
steals
recruits a beast.
But Sylvanas in there too, so it steals a minion.
Yeah, you could run it in wild, and you get wow. That'd be something, right?
Yeah, but like you said, very targeted options, and this will be a lot more powerful, especially you kind of control it. I mean, we've talked about that many times in the past about how to manage your deck in a way that allows you to get the optimal results from random effects. And in this case, it's a random effect of a random death rattle. Well, only put the death rattles you want in your deck so that you get that result.
I didn't think about that, but I could run Katharina. I could run 2 Savannah Highmanes and a Sylvanas. And, I mean, any one of those would be cool.
Yeah. Unless your opponent doesn't have a minion on the board.
Yeah, I mean, they have a Silverhand Recruit. But either way, I mean, it's still, not totally bad.
Sure.
But it has to be in your deck. So if you have Sylvanas in your hand, or if you have both Savannah Highmanes in your hand, or on the board, or so it has to be in your deck. So
okay, so this is the other card I was talking about, kind of comboing off the one we talked about earlier, and only comboing because you get so many wolves. It's the Lesser Emerald Spellstone. It's a 5-mana spell that says summon 2/3/3 wolves play a secret to upgrade. And when you upgrade, it says play 3/3 wolves. Again,
We'll summon 3/3 wolves.
yes, sorry. And then if you upgrade it again with a secret, you get to summon 4/3 wolves. And so far, playing this card, I have never not summoned 4/3 wolves. But I have been building secret decks for it to be included in.
Dude, it's only one secret to upgrade.
Right.
Yeah, it costs 5, but it's only one secret.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point, I had 2 of these in my hand, and I played 2 secrets. And so I had 2 5-cost spells that summoned 4/3 wolves. I played the first one. He wiped my board with Duskbreaker, the dragon that does 3 damage. Then, next turn, I played it again.
Mm-hmm.
And summoned 4/3 wolves. I mean, I love it, dude. This is a great spell. It's amazing. And the only caveat is you got to play 2 secrets. And that's not hard to do. And like you said, there's so many hunter secrets to pick from now that it's not hard to put a few secrets in your deck and still be a viable deck.
Well, you know what I did at one point? I actually I built a secret deck just to play with all the different secrets.
Yeah.
And one of the cards I included in that secret deck for grins is the Cloaked Huntress.
Welcome.
Was who?
The Cloaked Huntress.
Cloaked Huntress, yeah, right?
Yeah, because
Definitely.
you play that as a 3-mana 3/4 minion. Your secrets cost 0.
Yeah. Yep.
Pretty awesome. And you can I ended up basically Christmas treed on turn 3.
Yeah.
I did the Christmas tree, and we had that from Paladins back in the day when you were able to play all your secrets all at one time. Yeah, my mulligan came up and I had all secrets. I'm like, okay, that'd be interesting. Let me keep that in my hand and see what happens. And then turn 2, I drew Cloaked Huntress. I'm like, oh, this is going down. And then I drew another secret, and yeah, it was crazy. So that was fun. But then it was like, okay, my lesser Emerald Spellstone that was in my hand also at the time, I believe was already triggered, ready to go.
Oh,
when
yeah.
I had the secrets out. So
you have 4/3 wolves ready to go for 5 mana.
right. And I got
I
the
think it's
timing out of place in that description because obviously I didn't have all those cards in my hand on turn 3. But there was a moment where I did have that option, and I was like, "Hey, look at this! I'm going to play a secret and another secret and another secret and another secret all for free. Thank you." My opponent cringes. So this is fun. I enjoy this card. It's a lot
definitely.
easier to trigger than many of the other ones that are out there. And some of those aren't very hard to trigger. This one's just super easy to trigger. And 4/3 wolves is a very painful thing to try and have to remove for your opponent. Unless they have, of course, some form of big removal.
Or Duskbreaker.
Yeah.
He's not
But
very-
that means they have to use it.
yeah, this is true.
I mean, that's 12 damage on the board. That's a lot of damage.
It
So-
is. It is.
So I like this card. I like it.
I do too. Yeah.
Okay, next we've got Crushing Walls. 7-mana spell. Destroy your opponent's left and right most minions.
It's all right.
The animation's the best.
Yes, the animation is the best. Probably my favorite. I don't know if it's my favorite this expansion, but it's right up there. Definitely right up there.
It's expensive. But
A little bit, yeah, but man, I tell you what, every time I've used it, it's definitely done its job.
yeah,
It has
my
done its
best
job.
removal on this has been Ragnaros.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So you just used it straight up, one minion.
One
get rid of
minion
Ragnaros.
got rid
Yeah.
of Ragnaros.
It got rid of the left of Ragnaros and the right of
Yes, it
Ragnaros.
did.
Both sides of the Ragnaros.
Because if I had not, I was dead the next turn. So it was
Yeah.
this is important. This is all I got.
7 mana, destroy both sides of a Ragnaros.
But I have used it with that. I've had to use it once with only 2 minions on the board. But guess what? It destroys both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's good stuff from this one. I like this. I like it. Again,
Yeah, I
it's
agree.
expensive, but it is important sometimes to have that available. Okay. Next up, we have To My Side. 6 mana spell. Summon a animal companion or 2 if your deck has no minions.
Definitely one of my favorite hunter spells.
I don't have it.
Ooh, that's tough. In my spell hunter, I run 2, and it happens. It happens. I coin it out on turn 5, play the other one on turn 6.
Oh.
It's insane, dude. It's insane. Like I said, I feel like my spell hunter, I get more minions on the board than I do with like my face hunter.
That's crazy.
It is. It is. It's so weird. But yeah, To My Side, you know, you build your deck to be a spell hunter, obviously. And because 6 mana to summon an animal companion is kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know, granted, you get a 3rd animal companion, but it's, you know, that's because you're only allowed to run. You guys know this. Deck building rules, you can only run 2 of a card. So you run 2 to animal companions, and this is a 3rd animal companion or a 4th animal companion if you have, you know, if you have no minions in your deck. And secrets aren't minions, yet they bring out beasts. This is not a minion, yet it brings, I mean, so many beasts. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I built the deck and I was like, okay, here we go. Man, it actually works. I get minions on the board.
Nice.
Yeah. So cool stuff.
Well, good. I was looking through my deck and my collection and noticed I had not had this one. There's only 2 cards I don't have for the hunters, and that's this one and the legendary weapon. I just don't have those 2 cards. But I have all the rest, including our next card, which is the legendary Katharina Winterwisp. She's a 8 mana 6/6 minion, Battlecry and Death Rattle, recruit a beast.
Yeah.
And this is so awesome.
So much fun.
This is awesome in the dungeon runs when you get battle cries run twice.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Or when you run against the boss, one of the dungeon run bosses. He's a shaman, I think, and death rattles and battle cries trigger twice.
Yes, I've had him.
This card's insane with that.
It's like, oh yes, please, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Yep. Good stuff.
Now, with a regular deck, you can boost that up as well. You can get that battle cry running twice.
Mm-hmm.
We know how, right?
Yeah.
Bronzebeard.
Oh my gosh.
I had to go there. I had to.
Dude, it's been a while since you brought that dude up. He is your favorite.
Oh yeah.
Bran Bronzebeard, yeah. Battle cries trigger twice.
Yes.
Yep. He's a fun guy. But yeah, I love this card. When I saw this card previewed, I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is good stuff. And I love her. She does work and she makes me smile.
Well, there's not a lot that doesn't make you smile, Espo.
This is true. This is true.
Okay, last one is the legendary weapon. It's a 7 mana 4/2 weapon. Rock dealer?
Rock dealer. Yeah, it's a rock dealer. You know,
it's the rock dealer.
In rocks.
Rock dealer.
Yeah,
rock the house.
Rock the Casbah.
Yes. Battle cry. If your deck has no minions, fill your hand with hunter spells. Let me guess. This is in your spell hunter deck.
It would
be.
It out.
Oh, you did? Really?
I did.
Too many.
Well, here's what would happen. So my hand would be full most of the match because, I mean, I'm filling my board with minions. You know, most of my spells are somewhat situational, and I'm just waiting till that moment when I'm going to play a few spells and kill my opponent off. And I'm like, so if I play this, I'm going to fill my hand, and then I'm going to overdraw. Like, yeah. I never really had it work. I don't know. So
it would be better if you Yeah, because you were talking about how full your hand was and how much you always had minions.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I love this card. Like I think it's a great card. But when I build my deck, it's control. So I kind of have, cards in my hand all the time. Even when I played this a couple times on turn 10, got 3 mana to spend, but I can usually only play 1 or 2 cards at the most.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just awkward. It's very awkward. And I don't know. I don't know. It's, maybe again, like last week when we were talking about that one mage spell that I was just playing it wrong. I think maybe I'm just playing this wrong.
Well, one of these days I'll have it and I'll give it a try too, because it does sound like fun, especially your hunter spell deck. I may have to build what?
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's fun. Definitely fun. In fact, the deck recipe for hunter this expansion is I hunt alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Rexar hunter. He's hunting alone because he only has spells. This spell. Yeah. But yeah, Hunter's fun, dude. There's a lot of fun stuff going on with Hunter right now. And in my opinion, it's pretty viable. I don't have a lot of stats on it, but I think I played 20-some games so far this expansion with my Spell Hunter being the highest win rate at like 70-some. So, but I mean, granted, I'm not playing a lot, so that's not really, very good tell of what the deck can do.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed it. I'm going to continue playing Hunter. I've actually been enjoying playing Hunter in the dungeon runs and trying to get that one completed as well. I went into the dungeon runs and was going to pick my hero and looked down and saw my warlock with a crown on his head. I'm like, what?
Yep. You can still play that
that's
one.
right. I won with him. That's why I have a crown. Okay, kind of cool.
Yeah, that's your prize. It's your prize.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun to see that down there. Okay. Well, now the next question comes about is, what are we going to talk about next week? And you know how we've been doing it in the past. And I'm trying to find my file here that has the file names in it. Where is it? Oh, well. There it is. Okay, so we just did Hunter. Take that off the list. Hunter is gone. And now we're down to 5. So we have Warrior, Shaman, Druid, Rogue, and Paladin. And I have a feeling I know which one you're going to vote for, but you don't get to vote.
No voting.
So guess what? Rolling the dice, it is a 1. And a 1 lines up with?
Druid.
Warrior.
Warrior. Oh, wait. So we got to let Rez know.
That's right. It's a warrior time.
Yeah, we're going to have to, next week we'll have to get the warrior player himself, Rez. Get him on here.
Hey, that sounds
good.
Good.
I am sure he'll have something to say about warrior.
Really? You think?
Yeah. He
week.
crafted, he crafted Scourge Lord Rosh last weekend, I think. He took some time off when he first went to Korea, and that was during Knights of the Frozen Throne. So he didn't have a lot of the Death Knight cards. So he had to craft Scourge Lord. He got him crafted, and he's ready to go.
Having a good time.
Ready to play some warrior. He's been playing a little bit of taunt warrior, and I think he calls it the kitchen sink because he says everything's in there but the kitchen sink. So, yeah.
Well, okay, this week we did get 2 iTunes reviews that showed up, and one was really great, one was a little not so great, and let's have a discussion about this.
But 2 reviews, though. That's
absolutely
awesome.
Right.
I would, yeah.
It gives us something to work on and gives us some encouragement along the way, too. So the first one was titled Great Fun from Trish Charish Cool. Whatever. I always
Sure.
do names badly. It says, I've returned to Hearthstone as an extremely casual player after too long of a hiatus. It's been so awesome discovering the podcast because of it. I never feel out of the loop when Fastidious and Espo review new cards. They explain things well without wasting time, and it's also helping me learn how to play more competitively while still keeping cash in my wallet. And I can also watch Espo play on Twitch. So helpful to see the cards they review in action. Very good show. We'll continue to listen and watch.
Nice, dude.
Appreciate that.
Chars is cool.
Char
Thank you very
is
much.
Cool.
I
Okay.
appreciate it.
And then
All
we
right.
also got one from AppRen. He's from Finland, actually. This is on the Finnish iTunes store. And
Cool.
he did say not recommended with a 2-star review.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't really recommend this podcast to anyone. It advertises itself as a podcast for the casual players, but I think it's actually dangerous for those players because it contains so much misinformation. So if you're a casual player, you don't have the knowledge to judge which parts of the info provided is incorrect and which is okay. For the more invested player, it provides nothing you could not get better from elsewhere. Hosts are most of the time unprepared for simple things like card names or effects. Good thing is they fixed a lot of the audio issues lately.
Sorry, I had to laugh.
Okay, let me just
Card
say
names.
it's my fault for the card names and effects.
Fastidious actually claims that he does not know the card names or effects. And I'd like to think that when he doesn't, either Zeroshio or I correct him.
Yes.
Of course, Zeroshio, one of our awesome patrons and my wingman, is in Twitch chat. And usually he corrects. Usually I correct you. And then if I correct you and I'm misinformationing, usually Zeroshio does. But, we will accept any review. I mean, this is good stuff because this says what happened. This came out and Fastidious emailed me. And I said, all right. I said, so I got some work to do. So I went back and I listened to, this came in, I think it was January 4th. So last Thursday. So I went back and I listened to our review on the priest cards, our review on mage cards, and our review on the warlock cards. And there were a few times in there where both of us misspoke about a card, but we immediately repaired that, and I couldn't find any misinformation. So maybe, I don't know if it's lost in translation. His English looks, so I don't know. I wish he would have given some examples. That way we can have more to go off of. So if you guys ever find us misinforming new players, please let us know.
Right.
Because that is something that we do not want to do. We don't want to misinform new players. I love new players. I think if you've been any kind of listener to the podcast, you know that one of my passions,
Right.
even before Hearthstone came out, was new players. I love getting people into the game. I love teaching people the game, obviously, being a school teacher by profession for the past 25 years. I just, I can't say enough about the future of the game without saying we need new players and we need them informed correctly. So if you find us misinforming the newer players, please let us know where, when, how we did it so we can correct that. Like I said, I listened to the past 3 podcasts before tonight's, and when we did misspeak, it was corrected almost immediately, either by our Twitch people, by one of us. So help us out, guys. We really want to better ourselves.
Definitely.
We obviously claim to be casual, but we claim to want to help newer players. So if we're actually hindering them, then we're not doing our job.
Right. Absolutely.
So just like AppRen, please let us know, but maybe give us a little bit more feedback as to where and when and how. That way, we can get better.
Yeah, at the same time, we hope to sway your opinion, and at some point you'll feel like that you can change that rating to something a little bit more helpful for us in general. But I mean, we definitely appreciate the feedback. I mean, and also,
I love the feedback.
even if you
because
just want to send us an email, let us know your thoughts too. info@legendoftheinnkeeper.com. Anytime. We definitely appreciate the emails because that helps us learn how we can better help you and helps give us information we can use to, if you have a question that you send us, we can answer your question and at the same time help other people that are maybe asking the same question but haven't decided to email us. Or even they don't know who to ask.
I don't know of an email that we got that we did not put on the podcast. We read all emails and we talk about all emails, usually in a public forum, because we have nothing to hide. Like, we want to be better. So thank you, Apren. We appreciate it. We just kind of wish you would have given us a little bit more information.
Yes.
That way we would, because I went through and I listened at speed and a half, so 1.5 speed, so it would be quicker. And it was annoying. My voice is, I already don't like listening to myself, but
listening to yourself as a chipmunk,
right? So listening to myself as a chipmunk and all my ums and ahs going twice as fast, it was definitely heart-wrenching. It was difficult. But I really wanted to know where, because I want to improve. I want to be better.
Right.
And so if you find informing anyone, especially the casual player, the new player, please let us know where, when, how. That way we can get better. Because this made me go back and re-listen to the past 3 podcasts, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the misinformation. So
now, one thing that may happen is I know we have in the past suggested that you go back and listen to our new player podcast episodes that were like episode 120 or even further back. And I can't promise you that the information in those shows is still accurate. The game has evolved. It has changed since then. So maybe that came from some of that. I don't know. But yeah, like you said, a little more information will help us do a better job going forward.
But you know what really makes me happy? Charles is cool was watching me stream.
Yes.
And that's awesome. That makes me feel good because I put a lot of time and effort in getting the stream going. And I was...
Well, that's because you had a wrong password.
I did. Oh my gosh. Poor Vastidius. So I kept sending him picture messages. I'm getting this error message. I'm getting this error message. I'm getting this error message. Because obviously we share a Twitch channel with the LOTI. And I'm like, dude, I can't get in. I don't understand what's going on. And so the stream key and all that jazz. But we got it figured out, obviously, and the stream went well. I think we had 10 viewers at one point, and
I love the idea you're using of having a goal of 5 wins in that time, and I assume you put a counter on your screen to show where you were on that, or you haven't done it yet.
I didn't.
Man, you got to do that because I think it's fun.
But I don't know. I got to find. I don't know how to put a counter.
Oh, it's easy. It's just text.
I guess I'll just put text. Yeah, and then
at least for starters, there is a. I'll tell you about it offline, but there is also a way you can do it through a chat command and then have your bot update it.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
there are ways.
Anyway, yeah, I'm sure.
Awesome. Well, I didn't see any emails come in. Did you have any tweets or anything you wanted to point out?
So I would love to tweet and shout out everybody that liked and retweeted when I said, hey, I'm going to stream. So, but I didn't make a list. So I appreciate everybody that gave me a like and gave me a retweet when I said I am streaming, because that was awesome. Thank you guys so much for doing that. And probably Facebook shout out goes out to everybody that responded to Rez's Facebook message. So Rez put his deck on Facebook, his kitchen sink deck, and he says, hey guys, getting crushed on ladder with this warrior deck, help me out. And shout out to Avantes, shout out to the whole Hero Power, because I think all 3 of those guys responded. And of course everyone else in our Facebook group that responded to Rez. So really appreciate that. Again, our Facebook community is amazing. They're our patrons. And they're the ones that keep us afloat here, actually. And I've started something new this week. And since I'm streaming and playing a lot more Hearthstone, and I have actually the ability to chat while playing Hearthstone because I have the internet resources to do that.
That's good.
I started a Battle.net shout out. So this week I got 2 shout outs. One goes out to Crushed Ice for the Priest game. So we played a Priest game and it was really, really fun. And it was really cool. And then another shout out to Gromok for the packs that he got me in Battle.net. So that was really cool. So
nice.
Shout out to those 2. I really appreciate it. And if you would like, while I'm streaming, just send me a message. Say, hey, Espo, I want next. And I have no problem with that. No problem at all. Yes, I want to get 5 wins every day on my Priest, and especially when I'm streaming, but I would rather play with friends.
Mm-hmm.
And, everybody that listens to this podcast, I consider a friend. So we'll figure out a way, even though my friends list is capped, we will figure out a way to play a game. We can do it. I have many other accounts, or I'll just drop Vestidius as my friend for a few minutes just to play a match with you, and then add him up again later.
Yeah.
So,
well, one
but,
tweet I did want to mention is Zeroshio. He had posted, "I almost don't want to win anymore as Druid," and be
1.
Exactly. 1,111 wins.
Yeah.
He's like, yes.
That's so funny.
That's a lot of wins.
He's double golden. This Druid.
Does that mean you get a brighter golden sheen?
Yeah, that means the whole side of your board is actually pasted with.
Well, that's it for this week then.
Yeah.
Next week we'll go to Warrior. Check that out. And
yes.
Feel free to come join us on Twitch at twitch.tv/LOTI podcast. I know probably tonight's a little quiet because the Overwatch League has started up, and I know a lot of people are watching that tonight, and a lot of cool things out there going on stream-wise. But also next week, I think, was the 18th, we'll have the Hearthstone Championship Tour happening too, so be looking at that in the next weekend too. So lots of cool stuff coming up this next few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So thanks for hanging out with us in chat, and we will talk with you guys later.
Good job, team.
Okay, recording's done. Hey guys, thanks for hanging with us. Gromok,
Yeah,
Stray
Twitch
Dog,
chat. Thank you.
Avantes.
Oh, yeah. Hey, gentlemen. Yes, we are doing well. We are doing very well. Definitely.
Okay. I need to step away for a moment to check on the wife. She had sent me a text. I think she forgot we were streaming.
All right.
And when I get back, I have a friends match quest.
So you challenge me with your friends match. How about, should I start streaming then? Just play?
Sure, if you like.
Because I'm going to stream a little bit.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stop the stream for a minute,
get off the
guys.
Discord then.
I'm going to stop the stream and then join Espo.
Seems
and
legit.
We'll leave Discord up.
Oh, we're going to leave Discord up?
Yeah. You can turn off your video for it, but I'll leave Discord up so that I can talk to you while you're...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can... I mean, yeah, Battle.net, I guess, yeah, Discord's